Courtney, what would you do if you were caught cheating?
She caught me on the counter. It wasn't me. She saw me banging on the sofa. It wasn't me. I didn't even let her in the shower. It wasn't me.
I bet someone must say with this.
Like the attention, girl, I know you. But you're everything I want in life. We're fighting danger like kung fu. The love I feel is deep inside. The others don't matter. It's honestly us against the world. We're the perfect team. You're my dream, and I just want it. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Michael.
And this is Courtney. Your slippers have touched me.
And this is Mike and Courtney TV. Today, as you can see from the title, we're actually going to be speaking on something that's a really controversial topic. It has been blowing up over the internet for the whole week, and we just found it fitting to give our 2 cents as a married couple, as a young couple, as a couple going out there. Especially for me, I used to watch this guy religiously. So mind you, I was actually I never pressured you. I was not one of those wives or girlfriend that kept sending things to him to say, oh my God, why are you not doing this or why are you not doing that? I watched it, I let it edify my spirit, and I move along. If I agree with him, I'm like, yeah. If I don't agree, I'm like, yeah. And I don't want to really comment on personal stuff either, so I just kind of keep it moving and just know that, yeah, this guy he really spouts a lot of wisdom, and so I really looked up to him. So when that came out, I was a little bit like taken aback, and I actually shared it to Courtney first because I'm not sure if Courtney knew the person at the time, but by sending that to him, he actually went and
one is for me.
and then we said, we're going to give our reaction. So this is basically us reacting to the whole video that he did with his wife. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want nobody. I don't want Micah to be too harsh on the young man.
I'm not going to be harsh. I'm going to be very objective.
Alright, so we're just going to play.
So we're going to pull up the video. So we're going to play parts of it, and then, we pause and react, tell exactly
what's going on.
Right. Okay. Alright, ready?
Yeah, wait. I'm not ready. Go on. I already know.
Oh! And I'm not the one, so we got the music tight.
Hey, you better like you never lock off a certain.
Anyway, when you started, idiot, start.
What's going on, guys? Derrick Jaxn here, and today I am joined by my lovely wife, Danae, and we just wanted to address a couple of things. We understand that some of you may have already heard, maybe not, that this chapter of our marriage is one that was preceded by a marriage that I completely failed. And I would say it just started around August, maybe September of last year. But, a lot has been said already about what was the cause and all that other stuff. Some of it is true. Some of it is completely false. But the truth is, and I'm saying it here now, is that Derrick Jaxn was involved with other women outside the marriage. And by involved, I want to be clear, I'm not talking about just casually kicking it, maybe a lunch or something like that. I'm talking about as serious as sex, to sexual flirtation and meeting up and that kind of thing.
You want to go first?
Yeah, alright. For me, men, you see, once you go up on social media, you just say sorry and come off. You see, the longer you're upon it, I think is the worse it looks for you. Alright, I want articulate fella. I don't know if this was on the fly, but for me, it come off too structured. It not seem genuine, and then it kind of smile at the front of the video where, I mean, it's a video. You could have just stop here and start. I don't know nothing to smile about, And
oh, she was definitely not smiling. She was like this. Yeah, like blink once if you're in danger.
Blink twice if you want me to call 911. Come.
All right.
Not true.
All right. So for me, let me just speak on their whole aura, the deportment. Like he's nicely put together in his little sweater vest and his pants and stuff. They call it that brown Dockers pants that those Walmart people normally wear, khaki pants. That they call it, yeah. So and she's in a cap and a little thing.
She's feeling Rastafari.
So honestly, a lot of persons may have different opinions. Some person may say she's very comfortable in her skin, She's perfect the way she is. She's all natural. She loves herself. You know, it's woman empowerment. For me, honestly, I'm not sure. For me, I have to look at things on a broader spectrum. I don't know if it's a doctor in me, but they can't just take one part of the puzzle and expect that you're gonna find a whole diagnosis from that. You have to pick apart everything. And what I was getting from her is a little more of the laid back, possible borderline. Depression is a really harsh word, and I don't want to say depression because I don't want to put something on somebody that's really not there. But for me, it's a loss of self. To the when you lose yourself, and it's so easy to me looking at him. It's really easy to lose yourself in somebody like because he's so overpowering. Like she looks like a little coward beside him. You know, like he has all the power and she's barely hanging on. So to me, I get that kind of vibe that she's just there. Like she's there. Like she has lost herself somewhat, and it's really, I'm concerned.
But the biggest problem I have with this is this is our first time I see my wife.
Yeah, he has never ever posted
and
his wife.
I think that this is not something where him and his wife should have said. This should have been a 15 to 30 second video say
with him alone.
Him alone just saying sorry.
Apologizing
I stepped
to
outside
her, apologizing to his viewers, everybody.
And that, yo, me letting her down.
Yeah.
Keep it moving because yo, like, I'm not even gonna go front. I mean, like, cheating is obviously something that men in general struggle with. I know nothing new to him. So, I'm gonna bonfire and brimstone theme for that. I just the thing or how him plan out him apology. You get me?
He was so careful in his words, and like, he was just so eloquent. Like he was just, you know, and he's like making sure to tell you that I stepped out of my marriage, and it's not to say you know, hanging out or whatever. I had a sexual relationship. I'm like, how could you just be say like women Dutch fan there? Oh wait, like but a Chelsea long time. No man, like he was really just putting it out there, and yeah. But should we continue?
Yes.
In terms of like just chatting or checking on people or being checked on by people that I've had a previous encounter with, but without my wife's knowledge of it and with us having a sexual history, all of it falls under the umbrella of inappropriate, cheating, affair, stepping out, definitely not in alignment with the vows that I took, and definitely not in alignment with the biblical standard of what it means to be faithful, which is the standard that I'm going by now. Now, I'm saying this publicly, not because I'm, you know, married to you guys. First and foremost, I'm accountable to God. Then I have to be accountable to my wife, in which we've already had this conversation. I've already told her literally everything. I've given her basically a roll call list. If I've said hello to a woman in the last 12 years of me knowing her, she knows about it. But now that it's been made so public, it's important that I first off let you guys know I do not stand by those actions. I don't want to encourage anybody to do that. And then secondly, I know that I cannot build a platform preaching certain things.
Swear, I think him never say some things for me to like defend him.
Oh boy.
Only thing we can say now, bro, a long sleeve sweater where you rock.
Nice.
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 That I'm most positive because right now, like me I look upon him like a hustler. I mean I say if me make millions off of building up women's hope all over the world by telling them the kind of man them should aspire to. And a part of the reason I am selling these books and making this money is because of my image. I can see myself come out like this.
Because he's gonna he's gonna make sure to put a video, another book out there
about his life,
about my life.
God, you rich again.
He's gonna put how to recover your marriage after cheating.
And I'm rich again. You know, genuine to me, and when we want men and women too. I just man him get catch, you know. Man him get catch, but woman out there riding dirty. Boy, you brush off shoulder. Watch him too.
Not for the Dutch part, me.
Anyway, look, men, it's not a mistake. When you go outside a relationship and have sex with another woman, it is a conscious decision and we need to treat it and a bucket to and drop in her. You get me? So we need to start to, you know, treat it as a conscious decision and know that, look, we are all susceptible to this. So what you try to do is try your best not to put yourself in situations where you're tempted to do them things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we're all human beings, and the Bible speaks about us making mistakes. So I mean, we're not going to say, but don't put yourself in a position to have
it's a conscious decision. You just take yourself out of situations that will heighten the chance of you making that bad conscious decision.
And what kind of rubs me the wrong way is how he keeps using biblical verses, keeps throwing God in there, the Lord, and the thing. Well, he didn't say the Lord, but he said that God, you know, has taken him from that place. And I'm like you were completely disregarding the word of the Lord, and then now you find it suiting and fitting to say these words with your wife present. I'm like, come on, what is it? You can't be batting on both teams. It's either you're with the Lord and your wife, or you're not. So I can't say that she has been, like, I think she's one of those women who are very submissive and believe strongly in the man being the head and being the leader. But are you really going to be led by somebody who's going to drive you right off a cliff, sister? Think about it. No. The God never want nobody to be a fool. Like, yes, be your wife, your husband is supposed to be the head and he's supposed to lead you, but yeah, you need to have two eyes on of your own, because just as how he's leading you, you're following, and you're following with your eyes too. So you can actually say to him, babe, we're going right over a cliff. Kind of hold up, kind of back up a bit, you know. So she totally just completely relying on this man to lead her and direct her, and it kind of rubs me the wrong way that a strong, powerful woman like herself would not see that.
Why never say she's strong and powerful? You know I would.
Because of how she was talking, she clearly realized that she's not some butter is yummy. But right now she really not a believer. But you know, anyways, let's continue the video because honeymoon child.
Preaching against certain things, and then in my real life live contrary to that for any amount of time or any length of time to any extent, and think that I can't be held accountable. You know, the same way that I preach, you know, men and women in this situation need to face consequences of their actions, deserve to be held accountable. Guess what? Derrick Jaxn'S no exemption. He's not exempt from that. I'm also not a victim. Nobody made me do this. She didn't make me or push me to do it. The next person didn't make me. No friend influenced me. It don't matter how I was raised and what trauma, whatever. Look, I made decisions. I made a series of decisions that I got to account for. There's no excuse or justification. I've already made that bed and have had to lie in it. And now we're finally getting on to the other side personally in our own healing, in our own marital oneness. And now this is being made public to you guys. So we're bringing that forth to you guys to let you know where we're at with that. But did you want to say anything?
Oh, no, I'm going to answer. She wants to have them done talk.
All right.
No, let's listen to her.
No, pause it first. All right, so, like I said, all the right things in the man.
Him not drop no ball.
Man, I tell you, say, he must say all the right thing. He must own up to it. Because a lot of times when people make wrong decisions, another thing when we are looking
but he's own up to it too eloquent. He need for yourself. He need for your stutter. He need for your eyes. He need for your shift. He need for your palms. He need for your sweat. Something need for your happen. But the man is perfect. Oh, I made a mistake. And it's like me saying, babe, you know, I cheated on you and he was amazing. But that's not the point. I know I was wrong. But, I mean, you know,
No, what earlier in the video, him seemed like a naturally articulate man, so I don't know if all of this is coming on the fly. Some people have the ability to just talk and fly and talk smooth. He has been talking all his life. Well, not all his life, but
on social media.
Yeah, remember I said this is his job.
Right,
yeah, but for me, it seemed like he must say all of the right things. The delivery too smooth, brother. Like,
smooth boy.
Yeah, and the way I'm talking the third person about Derrick Jaxn, but I like him some more eye.
Yeah.
More eye. You know what I mean? Because as me I say in the youth, trust me, I mean I know a whole heap of people out there. No one hear no excuses from him, but trust me, I mean as I said, this is something where been across the board struggle with that one. We need to find out how we ever go forward.
So I do want to just add that I agree with what he just said. There is no justification for bringing other women into our marriage on any level. And it was unacceptable. And it's not something that I tolerate or that we tolerate moving forward. And when I've been flooded again with messages and these things and about, you know, I need to leave or why haven't I left? And the answer is, when I found out about it, I left. I did not hesitate or waste time to do so. And I stayed gone. No matter how many times he came, I stayed gone and stood firm on, I am not coming back. And I did not come back until I seen a shift and a change in his mentality, in how he carried himself, and how he presented himself, and conversations that we were able to have that we had never been able to have in just 12 years of knowing each other.
Let me just say, am I the only one that realized that they cannot make eye contact with each other? At no point they're making Derrick. You see how I'm talking to it, I'm looking Derrick into your eyes. They can't, they're shifting, like she's looking at it, she's looking back, like they're not looking into each other's eyes.
Well, I mean, for me, I don't know, I'm a guy, that's a big deal for me per se.
That's why you're a guy.
But what I look on is that as we said before, first time I see my wife.
He hasn't been posting her.
And she don't look like she want to be there. And maybe that's why I have to hold on for her.
Hand. What? Oh, says it's 7 minutes of hand holding.
Look,
can you hold my hands for 7 minutes?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're smart. You're smart. You're smart.
So yeah, I mean, honestly, she look battered.
She looks like she's been through the been through.
Yeah, and like right now, I think she's trying to show that she's powerful by saying, I did leave, you know, and I waited until he changed
and a lot of women, especially Christian women, they think there's power in staying with your man, in praying for your marriage and letting your marriage go through the dirt and then you come out spotless and clean, because the godly woman stays by her man because she's a perfect helpmate for him.
What I have to say is, anybody out there leave them partner, make sure that it's a decision you come to on your own.
And yes, not something that people
it's good to get other opinions, right? But you can imagine a long girl who did get all of one bun and did listen to the folia.
and leave her man. Hey, and you don't deserve that. You don't have self-worth. You don't have the like. Why is he telling people they don't have self-worth if they don't want to leave the man? If not the man, if you man, if you want to man, not live nowhere.
Well, what may I say is this: like, the decision to leave should be yours. Whether you're a man and leave your woman or woman and leave your man, make sure say the decision is yours. Because people, we are human, and as I say, I don't consider them mistakes. I consider them bad decisions. Alright? We make some bad decisions. And if you want to forgive and move on in the relationship, that is entirely up to you. Don't make no external party be the defined decision maker where that is concerned. However,
and not just to leave, to stay. Sometimes you're pressured into staying because of family, because of friends, because of social media, because of what other people say. Oh, we were rooting for you. How dare you break up? Do not feel pressured into staying, and do not feel pressured into leaving.
Yeah, and also,
let it be your decision.
No, some marriage is a very, very hard thing. So, it is tricky on how to walk the tightrope, or to walk the fine line, because a lot of marriages, including ours, got to a breaking point where you feel like leaving is the best decision. So you really have to know at what point you have to have your lines where your lines that you're not willing to cross, and the things that you're not willing to compromise on. So for some women it's infidelity. For others, if the man start get physical with them, I mean, because for me, my advice would be, if a man start to get physical with you, as in physical abuse, is to leave. Is to leave. Alright? But as I said, that's my advice. I not go tell nobody, say, look, you must leave. May I say, well, I would put it this way: if I did my daughter or sister, I'd want them to leave, but the decision is yours. You get me? Don't have some values that you're not willing to compromise, and stick to those, because I'm telling you, in marriage there comes a time where it is super rough and you really have to fight for your union. Alright?
Alright, let's continue.
Conversations that we were able to have that we had never been able to have in just 12 years of knowing each other. And when we were able to have these dialogues, said, okay, Lord, this is something that you've had your hand on. And this was with me being completely removed from his life. And him pursuing God, continuing to pursue God, and continuing to eliminate these things that led up to the catastrophe that you guys are seeing for the first time. So there's nothing out there right now that is information that I don't already know about or haven't known about. And so this is not something that is new. We have moved forward from it. We have gotten counsel for it and continue to do so. He is still continuing to pursue God and continuing to seek guidance and wise counsel from men of God.
So she said there's nothing out there that she doesn't already know. Well,
and they've already been through it, they've dealt with it, they've seek guidance from the Lord. Yes.
I mean, like, one good step in terms of recovering from trust issues. I'm not talking about just infidelity in marriage, but just trust issues overall, is coming totally clean. However, time and time again will show you that a lot of time when men say, "We don't have nothing else to hide," you still have layers to the onion where you can peel back and find things. Because the last time we hear, there's still information coming out.
That he did not say.
Yeah. So well, I'm not sure if he say it to her, but there's still new things coming up. However, if him really put all them cards on the table and he has been honest and him show her the ugly truth, like, that is a very good sign. You can build from that. But if he's saying, alright, this is our go on, but he's holding back because he thinks if I really tell her the 100, she'll leave me, then there's going to be a problem. But if him really peel back all the layers of the onion,
that's so selfish. That's like protecting yourself. If you don't want to tell her all the truth, you need to tell her all the truth and let her make a decision for herself if she wants to stay or not. Because you holding her, that's controlling and selfish, manipulative. Don't hurt people.
Yeah, I get too emotional.
Yeah, and so don't remember some of my pot. Put on right here, Sophia.
Just play with it.
Anytime you slip up.
And that is what I needed for the continuation of me being present in this marriage and to stand by his side. So today, where I'm at is at peace, and I proudly stand by his side, and I have no hesitation, I have no hurt, no shame about that. And it's only because of the grace of God and the mercy of God. And we have already turned a new chapter in this story. We are continuing to move forward, and we are just now sharing that with you all. And I forgave him, and most importantly, God has first forgiven him, and I also forgive the others as well. And with that, we are free and moving forward. So that's all I have.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, me here here.
Yeah, so we're gonna end it at that clip. So we went a whole 5 minutes and 1 second. So 2 minutes left.
You can watch it anyway.
Yeah, you can actually see the full video. You can check it on his page, Derrick Jax'n. That's Jaxn at Jaxn. But you can say
like as we say, she looks like she really doesn't want to be there, and that's the problem I have with it.
This is really uncomfortable.
It's the first time we have see the wife and is under these circumstances, I think him alone should have faced this, because now she'll get unwanted.
He's using her as a crutch so that persons will pity him. I really believe that's the case.
Well, I don't know.
At least she should look happier. We say, well, good is stress-free. She don't have nothing to worry about. She's quite fine.
Well, here one.
But she looked quite battered and bruised.
Well, yeah, I mean.
And you notice when she was saying, I'll probably stand by her side, she didn't say, I will stand by her side. She was choosing her words also, because you could see, I can hear a level of uncertainty in her voice. I'm a woman and I could literally hear the uncertainty. I could hear all the hurt in her voice.
Well, what I would say is, alright, you see, I mean, if she uncertain, she have reasons, because once trust is broken, it is hard to really rebuild. And let me tell you something, it's different when a man go outside a marriage and just have sex, and then you try to rebuild from that. Based on what I've been hearing, it was an ongoing relationship, and those relationships, they don't just, you can't just part them feelings there, you know. Him still have feelings for her, and I think she will still, the outside woman will still have feelings for him. Those feelings just don't die overnight. So I think he has a lot to work on. And let's look at it both sides. I mean, it's not necessarily him alone that do some using by getting her on the forefront. Maybe she wants her own book deal too. And she'll say,
I wouldn't blame her.
Look
I
here,
wouldn't blame her if she wants to write it
out there
to get this.
Because after this, I'm leaving, so I need some cheddar.
Be nice if she filed for a divorce and started her own.
Why would it be so nice?
The battered wife, the wife who put on the helmet of God and start her own talk show. Sis, that would be smart. You need to do that.
No.
You need to do that.
Anyway.
But do you think they'll make it though? Like, honestly, if you were...
I wouldn't be surprised if she find out some more stuff. And then... because let me tell you something. You see, when you have a man out there and him not in the church, him just out there, then one day, usually it's easier for them man to come clean with everything they do, because them not have the anchor of the church or the responsibilities of living a certain life because of the church. Now you see, when a man get used to living a double life, like him profess one thing and I live the next, he gets very good at covering stuff and burying
the audacity to come and tell us, oh, I'm not a lifestyle, I'm not a relationship guru.
Man.
Audacity. After you make millions off a book of ours, scamming us.
That's what come like me, come out and say me is not a supplement guru.
Please don't say what supplement
no, but we're going to tell them DM for supplements at Vein Fitness, because
guys,
I am a supplement guru, alright? Anyway.
So guys, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comment what you think. Do you think they'll make it? What do you think? What were your views on her reaction? He's coming out and sharing that with his wife, holding her hand, all that stuff. Let us know in the comment what you think. Also, before we go, we have to give our post notification shout out to Keisha Beckford. Girl!
Ever acting in the comment.
Ever acting in the comment, Keisha. Keisha! We'll see you good. So we have to shout her out. Thank you so much, girl. Thank you for always being active. Guys, make sure that you like this video. Make sure that you drop the comment below. Share with your friends. Tell their friends to share with other friends so that everybody can watch it and give their, their take on it.
Yeah. I remember, if you get catch, it wasn't you.
It wasn't you.
It wasn't you.
You want me to get the pot cover? The pot? Alright.